Well, in this video, we are going to see what is a brute force attack. In particular, we are going to see how to how a real brute force attack is performed while cracking password for Wi-Fi. Yes, brute force attack. This is like a classical attack which involves all the possible combinations which is present and then cracking the password. This is like one of the tedious methods and you need a lot of patience and persistence in order to succeed in this method. Let me increase the font size, and yes, brute force attack. And now I am just going to explain you what are all the steps that are followed in a typical brute force attack. Yes, text box. Yeah, the first step which you need to follow in a brute force attack is, for example, in my case I am using a virtual machine. In a virtual machine, it cannot directly access your laptop's Wi-Fi card. So you need to insert an external Wi-Fi card. It can be any normal Wi-Fi card. It costs around like it's available for like 150 itself. If you want to go for a branded one, it costs around 500 to 600. That's your wish. First, you need to insert the Wi-Fi wireless card. Then you need to change the settings in your virtual box in order to enable USB Wi-Fi. So after you enter your virtual box, you need to follow a set of commands in order to do this. Let me explain the preface about how a brute force attack is done when you're actually going to do a brute force attack in Wi-Fi. If you want to crack your own password or your neighbor's password, you can use this method. I mean, don't use this to crack your neighbor's password. It is actually illegal. Try it with your own Wi-Fi or your own mobile hotspot just for training purposes, and this is entirely for educational purposes. So please don't try it for any unethical purposes, as this video is ethically performed and I have performed it in my own Wi-Fi network. So the first step which you need to follow is, usually when you have a Wi-Fi adapter, it's in managed mode. You need to change that managed mode to monitor mode in order for receiving all the Wi-Fi networks that is present in your area. Like for example, if it is in a managed mode, it is usually connected not connected to Wi-Fi. You need to change it to monitor mode in order to capture all the signals that are available in your area and see what are all the available networks in your area. Like after when you change it to monitor mode, and you need to type some commands which I have given it in a separate video. I will upload it soon. You need to type this command called as armon-ng VLAN 0 start. And before that, you can actually check your Wi-Fi networks using this command called as iwconfig, and whether your Wi-Fi adapter is recognized in your laptop or not. After when the VLAN gets started, usually there will be like tons of networks which get displayed. You need to select your network which you are going to perform this brute force attack on, and you can and it will be running on a separate channel, and it has its own MAC address. You need to type a set of commands in order to capture this Wi-Fi alone. I don't remember the set of commands which I need to type. I think it's arrow dump ng, and then something followed by that, arrow dump ng, and you need to type the channel name and you need to write it somewhere, and then it starts capturing all the packets which is present. And after that method, you need to capture something called as WPA handshake. Handshake, it's like a ciphertext, or it's like a hash code. It is encrypted, and in order to decrypt that hash code or a ciphertext, you need to have a dictionary set of passwords, and you need to compare all the set of passwords with this password. Like for example, my password is Mumbai. I need to have a dictionary set of passwords containing like all the words, all the alphabets, all the words and all the letters and all the special characters, and I need to keep a separate file. From that file you need to check for Mumbai, and it will definitely have a name called as Mumbai because it comes in one of the combinations of brute forcing. So after when you create this dictionary set of passwords using a tool called as Crunch, CRUNCH, then you need to compare this handshake which you have captured using the arrow dump command and the brute, I mean and the basic, what is that, and the dictionary set of passwords that you have created using Crunch. Then when you compare everything, it takes around like 15 to 20 hours if you have a really fast computer. Otherwise it will take like 5 to 10 days. When I tried this in my old computer, in order to crack a password length with 9 letters, it showed me like I need to wait for 2.5 days. So everything depends upon your processor, your graphics card and your RAM speed and how much RAM which you have allocated to your VirtualBox and your Kali Linux. So after checking, you will get the password and you can use that password in order to enter into the Wi-Fi network. So this is just for learning purposes, guys. If you like this video, like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe the channel in order to get timely updates. Thank you guys, and meet you soon in the next video, which has live video session about how to do a brute force attack. Thank you guys. See you soon. Bye bye.